afternoon from New York. We're coming on the air with breaking news, very sad news to tell the sports world. The LA Times is reporting that retired Los Angeles Lakers basketball star Kobe Bryant has been killed.
Downright apocalyptic images coming out of Australia right now.
There are now 6 fires burning at emergency level.
The smoke is so intense and so thick it can be seen from space.
2,000 homes have been destroyed.
6 million hectares of land charred.
A staggering toll on the nation's wildlife.
It's just heartbreaking.
These record-breaking bushfires in Australia have been kicked off by things like lightning strikes, a few cases of arson, and winds. But one of the biggest reasons they've become so extreme is the same reason that East Africa is flooding.
This is an important time in our country's history. We have entered World War III.
World War III is beginning to trend on social media, and the U.S. killing of Iran's General Qasem Soleimani has brought tensions in the Middle East to a new level.
The mystery virus started here in the city of Wuhan. Chinese authorities pinpointing its source to this food market. Dozens have been infected, but experts here believe the actual figure is closer to 1,700 cases.
Once there was 1, 2, and then 3 confirmed exported cases internationally from Wuhan, then we asked the question, is that consistent with the very low numbers currently being reported?
Those infected are being treated in medical centres, suffering symptoms similar to pneumonia. The virus broke out in Wuhan at the end of December, but it's also since been detected in Thailand and Japan. While the Chinese government says it's spreading from animal to humans, scientists here say human-to-human transmission can't be ruled out. The outbreak has prompted an international response. Airports across Asia and the US now screening passengers from Wuhan.
Passengers that are potentially at risk to have the novel coronavirus, that is people who are sick and have been exposed, are going to get additional questions and they may actually be sent for a medical workup. Our goal here is to detect this virus early so that we can better understand it.
This virus is similar to the SARS virus which broke out in China in 2002, claiming the lives of nearly 800 people globally.
Video. Snowball is one of the co-founders of the Black Lives Matter Boise chapter. They talked to us today about their reaction and emotions felt when watching that video of the officer placing his knee on top of George Floyd's lamp. They also spoke with us about the protests and riots that broke out afterward. Snowball said he doesn't think destruction of property is a solution, but he added it's more of a symptom of unresolved tension. Webb echoed a similar statement, saying protests escalate when people don't feel it.
It is quite simply that the President of the United States and the First Lady have both tested positive for the coronavirus. It is extraordinary on many different levels, given this president's history with managing, or many would argue mismanaging, what is still an out-of-control pandemic in our country. It is extraordinary given the fact that we are 32 days away from Election Day in this country.
CNN projects Joseph R. Biden Jr. is elected the 46th president of the United States, winning the White House and denying President Trump a second term. We're able to make this projection because CNN projects Biden wins Pennsylvania, the former vice president, in his third run for the highest office, pulling off a rare defeat of a sitting commander-in-chief. With this victory, Kamala Harris is set to become the first woman and the first person of color to be the vice president. Again, CNN projects Joe Biden will become the 46th president of the United States. And Jake, he is now president-elect.
There will be a smooth transition to a second Trump administration.
Downright apocalyptic images coming out of Australia right now.
This is an important time in our country's history.
World War III is beginning to trend on social.
The mystery virus started here in
video. Snowball is one of the co-founders of the. They also spoke with us about the protests and.
It is quite simply that the President of the United
CNN projects.
There will be a smooth transition.